Alright, last match, sitting at deuce-deuce. And I feel like that's about where we belong. And our hand is like slow and doesn't really do anything, so obviously snapping it off. And they're on the play, which is pretty bad for me. Hopefully they're not too fast. The standard format is just not that fast. Oh my god, are we playing the mirror? Please tell me it's the mirror. Close. Might be the blue Drawsy deck. Why is this a sorcery? Come on now. I think I'm just going to pick up the land. I think I want the land. I want to make some land drops. This might be kind of tough, though, because I have no real way to defend myself, and I don't have a bunch of threats. So, overall seems kind of difficult. And unless you're trying to make land drops, too, I'd just be charging that Mage Ring network. I don't know what you're doing. Blue-red Ulamog. A little blue Ulamog action. I feel like they're just going to counter my relevant stuff and then I'm going to die. Maybe post-board the games actually have some play to them. Epiphany for 1? Come on. Choose a pile to put into its owner's hand. Alright, you can have Drowner of Hope. Stop doing that. Just charge your land. I don't think I could just ever win if you charge your land. What you got? Archive, or you want to hold open counterspell mana for my Sanctum? And since I have like 5 cards that are all kind of just threats, I feel like I have to jam here. Especially since if they use their mana countering this, then they don't get to charge one of their lands. So it's kind of great. You know, we clashed. I lost. Could not pay. Now if they have like Archive plus land plus another clash, it's not going to be great for me. If I get a Sanctum in play, though, I think I might be able to work them. Otherwise, I'm kind of dead ski. No, don't be clashing my wills. Ugh, got shriveled. Did not call that for a constructed card in Battle for Zendikar, let me tell you. May have gotten that one wrong. Was a big fan of that card in Limited, though. Drowner Hope. I could make 2 zombies. Doesn't seem too bad. Or I could just pour over some pages. Should I discard the Prism Ring? I kind of feel like I might need the Prism Ring. And opponent is just almost at Ulamog mana, which is... Well, they are if they want to sack Scions, which is terrible for me. It's kind of the nut draw, you know? Counter your thing. Play Fatty, play Ulamog. The end. I think there's only 2 in the deck. Some have more, but... Alright, so here's the real question. Do I take Island, Island, or Island? No. Should I cast Rise from the Tides? I think I should. It's not great. We only get 5 zombies. And I'm pretty sure the Rise is just not necessary, because it has not been necessary in any of the games I've played. kind of want to just get some brain in jars in here. I do feel like without Jace's Sanctum, the deck feels a little clunky. What is this? Oh, you're K returning too, I guess? Ugh. Ugh. Just not good for me. That was my plan, man. What are you doing? Messing with my plan. But yeah, if you could use like Brain in a Jar as a ramp spell, I feel like that'd be pretty nice. It is kind of awkward to draw like a Brain, a Ring, and a Sanctum though, because they don't work well together, but whatever. What is this nonsense? Chandra? Tilt? Wish one of these Sanctums had resolved. We'd kind of be doing it if that were the case, but... pretty risky for me to cast Days Undoing. Definitely need to attack the Chandra. If we Days Undoing, we go up to 8. And then if we draw like a Hydrolash, we're pretty safe from like another Chandra. Drew some Anticipates. Drew up the Rise from the Tides again. I would fully expect to lose this game, but yet we're not quite there. And it seems strange to me. Just good old Prism Ring. Keeping me afloat. 6/6 Island doing work. Find it hard to imagine that my opponent doesn't have a counterspell yet, though. And I don't think I could beat one of those, so may make life a little more difficult. Is this Ulamog? I don't like Ulamog. This looks like Ulamog. So, gonna have 8 mana. It's kind of a tilt. Do we want Pour Over the Pages? I guess. Don't really need the ring because we either go off or we don't. And at that point, I don't think like the extra 6 life is gonna help us or whatever. So. I think we might have to Pour and then play the part. Although I guess I could just part Awaken now. But I think I'm going to have to Engulf. So that leads me to believe that I should Pour Over the Pages. Just Pour Over the Pages, hardcast Time Walk. And then I guess I could like engulf and then rise from the tides. That doesn't seem good enough to me. I think I need to go Sanctum, then engulf, then a bunch of nonsense. Hydrolash is kind of nonsense. Four other pages pretty good. Another Sanctum. Does that help me? Kind of helps me. Nah, just nagging thoughts. I think I need another Time Walk. Alright, Gwee. How am I still alive? I don't get it. Can make 6 zombies. Gotta dodge a K return. But we could probably do something like Engulf, Pour, Anticipate, Rise from the Tides. Can we do all that? We're going to have 11 mana. Oh, yeah. We still have a mana left over, too, I think. Oh, Jason Sanctum, you're too good. You're just busted. Straight busted. Get Ulamogged, who cares? Still probably going to win. Probably at this point, might be pretty scared, though. Might just want to hold back a little bit. Maybe keep some counterspell mana open? I don't know. I like Spell Shrivel because that means they might not have Void Shatter. Is that the one? The Devoid Dissipates. They're pretty deep in the tank. Comes out with Hedron Archive. All right. And continuing to cast spells. I don't mind that. Oh, just going off with archives. Alright, so Ulamog is coming next turn. So I don't actually need this Engulf the Shores. Instead, with the Engulf the Shores mana and the other mana that I'm probably going to have, I will have that to pay for Spell Shrivel. And then hopefully we don't get K returned. That would not be great. How many Time Walks do we have left? Part. We have 1 Time Walk left? We are so dead. We're just unbelievably dead. Okay, now if we find our Time Walk, we're actually golden, I think. Possible I'm supposed to anticipate first, actually. So we have 11 mana. This costs 5. So we have 6. This costs 1. No, it costs 2. Yeah, so we can... Ugh. Yeah, I don't think it matters. Okay, another Day's Undoing. So we have 7, 8 mana. Yeah, this is fine. Should be fine. Don't think this helps me. Oh, I should have. No, I should have taken the island and just been the other spell. I have 7 mana, so I can play Rise and then Days Undoing. Alright, so we drew up on the Rise again. So they have Decay Return and then do some other stuff. I mean, they have 15 mana and 8 cards in their hand. I hope they're able to do something. Not sure I'm still in this game. I'm back to 16 though, so I got a little buffer. There's no risk of me just getting like Chandra'd out, or like dying to a fumarole or whatever. Zombie. Should have an extra zombie though. I mean, my opponent just like doesn't even draw a K return, then we might just kill him, which would be pretty sweet. So I guess this is a matchup where I'm glad the Rise from the Tides is in the deck, because otherwise I would only have one part the Water Veil to win with, and I don't think I could do that. Well, they're starting things with probably a K return, which I don't like. I'm not happy about that. Oh, maybe a Chandra. I'm also not happy about that. Either way, you kill my zombies, I'm not happy. Tilt, as they say. Tilt. And they can still Ulamog me too? It's just not even fair. I think it is fair to start with Jace's Sanctum. I'll just bottom the Hydro Lash. Don't think I want to just discard a spell to power up my Rise. We'll take that Anticipate, though. Alright, so I have 8 cards in hand. Anything worth doing here? Can Engulf the Shore for 2 mana. I'm just going to bottom this. I have plenty of air. Do I want Pour Over the Pages? I guess. Not happy about it. And I guess I'll just discard Island. And then we'll have a couple Engulfs and some Anticipates open. Oh, your own Anticipate, aren't you fancy? Oh, they're going off too. They don't have the Prism Ring though. Just want to let everyone know it is a 2020 game. It's basically like the game just started. Except, you know, I've been playing for what? 8 minutes. They've been playing for 12. We've been playing a 20-minute game here. Martin Mueller, what have you done? Why did they float a mana? Probably just misclicked. I'm down. Oh no, am I getting Ulamogged? Not cool, man. Not cool. How am I supposed to win? I want to win. Might as well just keep the Anticipate on top. Yeah, I don't need another Engulf anyway. Ugh, just accomplishing so little. Is Nagging Thoughts even good? Well, there's my Time Walk. Let's see if any of my spells resolve. So opponent has 7 mana, and if I had those Jace's Sanctums, I think we'd kind of be doing it. As is, we can't beat either counterspell because our spells are so stupidly expensive. We can't take an Ulamog hit. So we could try to just like engulf, but then they're just going to recast Ulamog, and it's going to be bad times. Also can't really beat a K return. A lot of problems with what we're doing here. Still only making 8 zombies, which is just not even enough to one-shot them. I don't even know what we're doing with our life. But we needed a turn, basically. Perhaps, drawing the one Time Walk a little bit earlier. The one Time Walk that was left would have helped. Yep, hope you have actual 0, but even if you had 0, you probably would have kept the archive open. So I find it hard to believe that you actually have 0. And even if you do have 0, I still can't even kill you. And I think I just died to your Ulamog. Yeah, I'm actually just out of win conditions. Because I'm going to have to engulf the shore to bounce the Ulamog before it can attack me, which is going to bounce all my zombies. Then I have no more... I guess I could engulf and then Days Undoing. So I'm not like completely locked out of the game, but... What are you doing? Why are you slow rolling me? You have 11 minutes left. You need to win one of the games. And your deck is slow as molasses. Maybe your internet connection is dying because this game has gone on for forever. Maybe you're just sick of it all. Who knows? Is turn 15, I've made all 15 land drops. I just want to point that out. My opponent, meanwhile, has been slacking. They've only made 11. Okay, fine. You win. You win. So do I want Thing in the Ice? I don't think I want Surgery, right? Because they just have nothing. The game has ended. Died because I decked myself? I think I can live with that. Zoop. What sorceries do they have? Anything? Probably not. See, I don't like the Days Undoings necessarily, or the Rise from the Tides, but better than anything else. Maybe Hydrolash is better. Getting a little warm in here, so open the door up. I beat up on the green control decks. Or, I'm sorry, black control decks. Blue control seems tough. Counter spells. Just duress my 6 mana card. Don't counter it, because then I have to spend 6 mana on it. It's just not fair. In the meantime, we wait. A lot of people in this league. 12 hundo? Just casually scrolls through the league. Don't understand how you're 0-0 in a league. Why would you join if you're not going to play any games? You're just locking yourself into joining with a deck that you might not want to play with. Could be like you join, and then you try and find a game, and then you wait for 10 minutes, and then you're just completely off it. I could totally see that happening. That is a perfectly reasonable scenario. Do want to play first because the mana advantage is huge. And I guess I have a bunch of like 2 mana threats too. So our hand had no lands. We snap off that Jace. And do we get to Madness and Nagging Thoughts? That'd be great. I would be all about that. Tilt. Tilt. Running volley too strong. So pick up a copy of a copy of Days Undoing off my Nagging Thoughts. Bin the Rise from the Tides because I didn't want another expensive spell, and it seemed like I might, play some stuff into counter spells, and then just want the Days Undoing to refuel my hand. It's pretty dangerous in this matchup, though. My opponent wants a Broken Ambitions this. I'm down. I'm down for that. Should I take Island or Island? They're both foil. Man, my opponent is Rending Volley rich. They are taking a lot of pain land damage. I don't think that really matters, though. Oh, that's pretty cool. So should I wait to negate something like Hedron Archive? I think I should just cast Days Undoing this turn. I don't even necessarily have a guaranteed land drop next turn, and if that stuff starts happening, then that's kind of a problem. I'm drawing a negate off of it, so now I get to defend myself against the Hedron Archive, which is pretty tight. Or perhaps a Jace Unraveler of Secrets. Do I think I'm going to need negate? Would I negate a Chandra if they played it? Guess I don't have to play Sanctum this turn. I could just play Thing and have Anticipate Negate, but I kind of want the Scries off the Sanctum too. Anticipate should probably help with that. Possible my Thing just dies to a volley, but... we shall see. No. I'm going to counter that. I'm going to anticipate first to make it look like I'm looking for the counter spell. We did it, boys. We found the island. All right, now we need pour over the pages or something. I could play Sanctum. And then next turn, kick Part the Water Veil. Or I could play Part the Water Veil, and if I draw a spell, I can flip my Thing in the ice. And I think I like that plan better. Feels bad to cycle a Time Walk when you're so close, but if my opponent just has a counter spell, which granted I don't think that they necessarily have, considering how they tapped for Hedron Archive, like they left up the Majoring Network, like they're gonna charge instead of have like a Spell Shrivel or something or a Clash. So I don't think they have it, but still. It is kind of a riskier play because it means that I kind of need to draw a spell there, but I do have a lot of outs. Oh dear, that's not good. -4 would be pretty nice for them, obviously not me. Okay, okay. Days Undoing. Oh, Island. All right. We in trouble. Part of the Water Veil probably would have been pretty good there. This happens sometimes. Should end up drawing like 4 islands in a row or whatever. It's not great. Fever Visions would probably crush this opponent, though. So what do we need here? Not Island. Man, I thought we were going to have some fun games. But we died instead.